Yeah, g'day fellas, how are ya? Yeah, I was just giving the old digger a water blast, you know, getting ready to get back into it after the New Year's, and just thinking about a comment I had on Instagram from a guy who's looking to get a digger set up pretty much exactly the same as this. And I was thinking back when I was first looking into it myself and how there's not actually too much information around on YouTube or Google on how they're set up. So I thought I'd just quickly do a wee video and just for anyone else ever looking, show you kind of roughly what it entails. So basically all you need is two main auxiliary lines that feed into the tilt rotator, and after that there's a little computer in the cab and it controls everything based off a couple of solenoids, so your quick hitch, tilt, rotate, and your two little hydraulic lines down below there for any attachments that you have on the bottom end of your rotator. It just diverts them off the main flow, so it actually simplifies things quite a lot. So I actually ordered this machine without any quick hitch lines or quick coupler, which saved me quite a bit. And yeah, so you got the two green lines on each side and they feed in, and then you've got solenoids and a little bit of wiring in there, and they head back up the boom to that plug there, which you can disconnect and drop the tilt rotator off. This one's direct mounted, so there's no top hitch. See, that follows the boom down into the cab. I'll just show you in here. So that's the screen there, and you can change all your settings and diagnostics and all that kind of jazz. And then behind here we have the module that kind of controls it all, I suppose. So yeah, here in New Zealand there's actually not many of these at the moment. I know of maybe half a dozen or so, but none in my area. And so yeah, it was a bit of a question on how it was installed. So yeah, I'll just show you. So like I say, everything's fed back into the cab electronically. So you got your joysticks, quite a nice setup. So on this side, you've got rotate. And on this side, we have tilt. And then on the back side of the right hand joystick, I've got mine set up for the grab, just on another roller button. It's got on low revs, obviously. The Kubota itself, there's actually a specific install kit for it. It's just a wee addition to the normal kit for the machine to recognise the original auxiliaries. So there, yeah, just a wee add-on to the standard pack, just so anyone looking to kind of do an install on the Kubota specifically, just be aware of that, especially if you're not in an area that's kind of been doing this for ages. Yeah, just trying to think about what else. That's about it really. So yeah, you just two main hydraulic lines. I know some people actually have them set up on pedals. I'm assuming that would probably be a bit of a different setup, but I mean, to be honest, it'd probably be easier doing it this way, I think. So yeah, I've had this for about 400 hours now. Haven't been particularly too easy on it, and it's held up just fine. I was actually probably a bit more pessimistic than I should have been, but they're a pretty stout unit. You probably do a bit more with them than you kind of expect. You think that they're probably quite fragile, but so far so good. So yeah, I've got mine set up on a standard pin setup so I can pick up all my other buckets. I know in a lot of other places like Europe, they have theirs set up on a S-type coupler, which is a smaller pin, so you got a bit of a reduced height, but it's actually not too bad on my machine here. I know that you can get a top hitch on these, which is basically another quick hitch that goes in between the digger and the steel wrist, so you can actually drop the whole steel wrist off. If you go for that route, you do need a set of hydraulic coupler lines, I'm pretty sure, as far as I'm aware, which would be kind of handy. But if we ever get one on the 14 tonner, I might go that route with an S-type coupler just to keep the build height down. But yeah, for me, for the 5 tonner, it's pretty good. Kind of helps some years.